Hi, I'm Indigo Esmond, and today we're going to be talking about using images and writing to help you make sense of difficult concepts. Today's techniques are adapted from the work of Lynda Barry and Dr. Ebony Flowers that they've taught in their DrawBridge workshops in a course. And I've also adapted parts of this from the work of Thelma Akyea, who's a colleague here at the University of Toronto. So for this activity, you're going to need a few index cards and something to write with. I like paper and pen. You may also want to have a source book that you're working with and a book that contains interesting images. So I have a few here with me. I'm going to give you a few variations of this activity, one that's easiest when you're alone, and another that's a fun variation for if you have a few people working together. So first, the basic version if you're alone. The first step is to figure out what it is that you're trying to figure out. So for me, I've recently been rereading this excellent book, Identity and Agency in Cultural Worlds, Holland, Lachicote, Skinner, and Kane. And I've never really been satisfied with my understanding of the concept of authoring that they use in this book. And so I'm going to use images and writing today to investigate the concept of authoring. So I'm going to write this down on an index card. So you'll just take any index card, you'll write your concept down. For me, it's authoring. If you're going to do activities like this, you might want to write down a selection of words and then pick one at random. It's up to you. Okay, so once you have your concept, you're going to find an image. So any image will do. I like to just grab a book that's nearby that has some pictures in it. So I chose Beyond Heroes and Holidays, Lee, Menkart, and Okazawa Ray as editors. And I just open it up. Here's an image. This is the image that I'm going to be using. So now set a timer for 9 minutes and you're going to do some writing. The question prompt is, how is blank like or unlike another blank? And the beauty is that you can fill this in with any two words. That's why it might be useful for you to have a bunch of concepts. But what I want to do is put my concept here and the image. So I'm going to be writing about how is authoring like or unlike this image. So you're going to set the timer for 9 minutes, as I said, and just write on this question. And your writing might start out as, this is ridiculous. These two things have nothing to do with each other. Again, you're just going to keep writing for 9 minutes. Keep your hand moving, keep your fingers typing, and see what comes out of it. If after 9 minutes you have nothing, well, you've wasted only 9 minutes. Or after 9 minutes, you might have come up with something interesting that you probably wouldn't have come to otherwise, because the image is kind of a random input that lets you explore new ideas. So a variation that's really fun to do when you have a group of people doing this together is that you can make the images yourself. So to start, everyone needs an index card. You're going to draw a frame around it, and this comes from Lynda Barry's work with, of course, my favorite book, Syllabus. When you draw a frame, it sort of signals that something's going to happen in this space. Then write your concept on the back. Everyone will do this. Now you'll need a timer for 30 seconds. What you're going to do is set the timer, and then you're going to just start drawing this concept. How? Really, whatever happens when your pen hits the paper is fine. You're only going to have 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you take your index card, pass it to the left, and grab the index card from the person on your right. Set the timer for another 30 seconds, and you're just going to add on to that drawing. This is called a drawing jam. And it's something that Lynda and Ebony do quite a bit in their work, and this particular variation to try to draw a concept from your academic work comes from Thelma. So you've got 30 seconds to add to this, and you're going to pass to the left, grab the one from the right, another 30 seconds. You keep going, maybe 4 or 5 rounds. It really, you can stop at any point. And part of the beauty at this point is that you don't know what it is that you're drawing. So yes, I might start authoring, and I'd probably start drawing a person maybe with a pen in their hand. When the next person gets this card, they don't know what the concept is, and they're just going to add on. Maybe they add hair or some earrings or some facial hair. They might add a whole shelf of books. They might add a dog. They might add, who knows? There's really no right or wrong to these images, and it's just fun to sort of create them. And then at the end, when you get your image back, it's going to look nothing like what you had thought. But then you get to ask yourself, how is authoring, or whatever concept you chose, how is it like or unlike this picture? So I hope that you find this useful. I hope that you give it a try. I'd love to hear how it goes.